Hi everyone, Philip here.
Hey everyone, Julia here. Today I want to talk to you about 1031 exchange and a few very specific rules regarding 1031 exchange. So a lot of people know 1031 exchange as one property exchanging for another one, but today I want to dive in a little deeper. So if you're more like a matured real estate investor and you want to sell one property and exchanging multiple, there's a lot of ambiguity in the rule, which has confused us a lot, especially right. A lot of people say, oh, you can only do 1031 exchange for three property unless you meet the 200% rule or the 95% rule. And we didn't really have a good understanding of what those rules are, nor we find like a good explanation online of what they are. So today I want to break it down and then tell you our understanding of those rules and then from our own personal experience. All right, Philip, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. So at this point, we're assuming that you understand the basics of a 1031 exchange.
Mm-hmm.
You understand how you have 45 days to identify properties. You understand how you have 180 days to close on those properties. You understand a qualified intermediary. You
Mm.
understand, the title and ownership, the no access to cash, all that stuff. So at this point, I'm going to read it off a definition and just kind of go from there. So property limits. You can identify up to three properties regardless of their value, the three property rule. Alternatively, you can identify more than three properties, but the combined value of these properties cannot exceed 200% of the value of the relinquished property, the 200% rule. Thank you, ChatGPT. Not sure where you pulled that from, but I appreciate it. And I'm going to add on to that. The 95% rule comes into play after you hit this trigger for the three property or 200% rule. So just to kind of clarify here. So within that 45-day window, let's say you're identifying three properties that you want to buy. Totally fine. Nothing matters there. Those properties can be worth any amount of money, way
Mm-hmm.
over 200% of the original property you're selling. No issues there. You go into your 180-day window after that, and if you only close on one of them, that's fine. The other two don't matter, or 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3. Any of those are fine. Let's say you identify four properties, though. You have enough cash through the 1031 exchange and you want to close on four properties. That's okay. That is an option, though some things you read online might not really mention that. You can close on four properties. But if you're identifying those four properties before that 45-day window, you have to close on all four of them afterwards. That's where this 95% rule comes into effect and the 200% rule. So we'll start with the 95% rule. 95% of those properties have to be closed on by that 180-day mark. So if you're closing on four properties, simple math here. If you don't close on one of them and you're closing on the other three, that's 75%. You don't meet that, you're going to end up paying taxes on this exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Ideal. If you're closing on 20 properties, though, let's say, it's just how it's working out. And these aren't like quadruplexes, duplexes, that's all one property. We're talking about individual separate properties here. If you're
Mm-hmm.
closing on 20 of them and one of them doesn't work out, totally fine. 95% of the properties are still being closed on. That's very specific. I'm not sure who that would apply to. I don't know. Someone that's doing a big 1031 exchange. So yeah, going back to the 200% rule, something that I was kind of brushed over. That's directly related to the three property rule. So my property that I'm selling is 500K. Okay, easy day. 200% of that 500K is $1 million. You can identify as many properties as you want under that $1 million mark, 200%. So let's say you get four properties that are all worth, 200K. That's only 800K. 4 times 2, 800. Good to go. Less than $1 million, you can identify all four of those within that 45-day window, and you can close on one, two, three, or four of them. Totally fine
Mm-hmm.
because it's less than that 200% rule. So you don't have to worry about the three property rule in this case because you have the 200% rule and the 95% rule doesn't come into play.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that makes sense. Anything, Julia, you want to clarify?
So right. Just going off of Philip's side, like what you see online saying that 1031 exchange property limit is up to three, that is completely false and misconception, right? So three property is like the easier way out. It's like just like the more conventional way out. After you hit three property, right? Now you have like option A and option B. You have two routes now. You either go route one, the property you identified value at less than 200%, or route two, right? Route two, you close on 95%. So right, three properties, or if more than two routes, 200% total value less, or close on 95%, aka off them. So yeah, so hopefully this video is helpful. If you are interested in 1031 exchange, you want to use 1031 exchange to buy more than 3 properties. If you have any more questions, you can leave in the comment below, and I would love to answer any questions. Also, that's our cat in the background. Isn't he so cute? He's sleeping back there.
Make sure to check out our channel if you want to see random cat videos as well. All right, catch you in the next one, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.